Welcome to my channel. We are going to be going through a recipe today. If you are anything like me, the work around the house never ends. I am always fixing, fidgeting, doing something, whether it be laundry, wiping down counters, vacuuming the floors. There is always something going on in my house that I am doing. Today I am going to be putting together shepherd's pie. This is something that I haven't made in a long time, but it is always so good, and it's just wonderful to have this time of year in the cold weather, and it's really easy to put together. So if you find yourself busy walking through the house doing everything that I do, this is something that is super fun and easy to put together, and it doesn't take much time at all. I'm just gonna brown my ground beef, and I'm going to prep the water to boil so that I can mash my potatoes and get those ready for the oven along with the beef. I'm seasoning with salt just to taste, and then I'm using garlic powder, onion powder, and I always use honey. It balances the salt and it just enhances the flavor so much, and I love that honey is of course natural. If you can find yourself a local source of honey, that is amazing. However, I haven't been able to find one, but maybe sometime in the near future I will. I am chopping up onions and garlic, and then I'm going to add that in with the browning beef, and I'm just going to let that simmer for quite a while and let the flavors all just marinate and marry together. The baby ended up waking amidst this video, so she is going to be joining us a little bit. She hasn't been feeling too well. We have a head cold going through our house, so we're all a little sniffly. I've been taking shots of lemon juice, and it's been helping, and I am so grateful and just all the glory to God that I am still nursing her, because it is such a huge help to soothe her. I'm going to add flour to my ground browned beef mixture, add a little more seasoning, and then I'm going to top all of that off with milk once I cook down the flour. I'm going to looks like I'm pulling out a little piece of onion, which is fine to do. If you see any hair or anything in your food that you are prepping, feel free to pull it out. I am going to let that thicken up and continue to allow my potatoes to boil until they are fork tender. And I'm just going to clean up as I go whenever I find time in between mixing and stirring and making sure everything is coming together beautifully, just so my sanity stays in check. This has been one of my favorite things to do, just to help things go along and the flow of everything just come together beautifully. I'm just going to put this in the oven at the broil stage just to get those potatoes nice and crispy at the top. I think I put this in the oven for about 10-15 minutes and it browned and crisped on top beautifully, and the flavor was just amazing. Let me know if you make this recipe and if you have any ideas for any other future recipes. This is a bit later in the day, and if you notice, I have changed. Well, we ended up having a blowout, so both baby girl and I have changed our clothing. Finally, the wash is done, and I'm able to dress our bed, and glory to God, this was all right before bedtime. If you don't know yet, I bed share with my 1-year-old, and we've done it since she was born. It works for us, so it's what we do. I've bed shared with my other children, and it worked just fine. Everything went beautifully, and we were all able to get the best amount of rest. Let me know if you have any suggestions for things that I can use to make my bed look a little more cozy. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me during this vlog. God bless all of you, and thank you for being here.